So yeah, in the past 24 hours, I've been called a racist, a white supremacist, the Triple K member, a Nazi, and kind of out of left field, I don't really know where that came from, but yeah, let's talk about it. I wouldn't normally talk about these things because, quite frankly, they're easy to disprove, but the massive spread of misinformation is kind of giving my server and my community a bad rep, which I don't really appreciate, considering that a lot of the things that I'm being accused of are just completely bullshit and false. So yeah, let's go and debunk all of them, and let's give you why all this happened in the first place. Around 2 months ago, I covered a document that was released by the Grace team on behalf of all of the allegations and all the heat they've been in recently. For those that don't know what Grace is a popular Roblox game, and I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I knew that they were in some stuff, and I figured, you know what, might as well read a document because it is a pretty lengthy one, and I've been doing this in the past with the pressure situation. I'll just go ahead and do it again. It's around the 2 hour mark where we run into the person who's been causing all this havoc, that person being Scion, who's also mentioned in the document, but is floating a clip out of context around saying that I completely glossed over the fact about how Simon was saying slurs and how I didn't care about anything that they were saying, which wasn't why I reacted the way I did. I reacted the way I did because it's very painfully obvious that the person who is making all these claims is also racist themselves. I'll play the remainder of the clip so you can get the full context of why I reacted the way I did, but it's pretty clear that directly above what I just read, you can see that this person has a prejudice against white people. And I found it funny how you're trying to battle racism with racism. Has a history of oppressing black people. Simon is white and therefore cannot... What the fuck is this shit, bro? The owner is a white racist and handles the staff team. Okay, all right. Pressure mention. Who cares what you think you're white? Okay. The word Simon has a history... The word Simon has a history of oppressing black people. Simon is white and therefore cannot... What the fuck is this shit, bro? The owner is a white racist and handles the staff team. Okay, all right. Cool. You can... I hate to break it to you, this is fucking racist. Like, this is just fucking racist. You can just say, you can just be honest and just say Scion is racist. Because that's what this seems. Like, it doesn't matter what you fucking swap the word with. It's still racist. That's just racist. You then go on to say that your mention inside of the Grace document heavily framed you as being a bad person, and that I should have gone on your Twitter to see how you responded to some of these things and debunking all the claims thrown your way. Well, I hate to break it to you, but if you felt wrongfully wronged by these people, there are ways to get in contact with me other than Twitter. I have a Discord server that I am very active in and that is linked in almost every single one of my videos, as well as a business email in the About Me section that you can contact at any time. But nobody has made an attempt. You've never made an attempt. It's not like we don't share a mutual server. You're a tester in Nullscape, so you're acting like I just completely glossed over this and that you're just some helpless, innocent victim in all this because I didn't try to clear your name up. You clearly don't like me. You've made it apparent that you do not like what I do on YouTube, so why the fuck am I gonna clear your name up if you don't like what I do? If you like your eggs prepared a certain way and I don't do that, and you make it very painfully obvious that you don't like the way that I cook eggs, and when I don't cook you eggs, you then get mad that I didn't do what you don't like. What the fuck is this double standard? You then decide to join my Discord server, which I don't really understand why. We don't like problematic people in here, and problematic people have been banned in the past. And so when I ban you for not just harassing me on Twitter, but also for just being racist, you then get mad and then try to spin the story that I am somehow defending Simon from saying the N-word when I'm absolutely not. I never said that. I've called out other people for doing this kind of behavior. Why the fuck would I stand by Simon? And so I made a tweet where I called you out on your bullshit and then proceeded to get bombarded with nothing but just more racist shit, harassment, and just straight up death threats. And yeah, I took down the post because I was tired of seeing it. I don't get how we got from me calling out a racist hypocrite to somehow me being the racist hypocrite when I call out all forms of racism regardless of what it is. And I've done it before. Racism isn't allowed on my server. It doesn't matter what the racism is, it's just not allowed. It doesn't matter if it's a prejudice against any ethnic group or any group of people. We just don't allow racism. So yes, we ban people for being racist on all accounts inside of the server. I've had to ban somebody in a raid that we had a little while ago where people were spamming memes, and in the midst of all of that, he spammed a meme that was not supposed to be sent, and so he got banned for doing that. And I sent an announcement in server general, you can go and find this, where I said, don't send your racist shit in here. Never send your racist shit in here. This morning, we had somebody join the server because they were trying to, I don't know, prove that they could say the hard R in the server, and so they bypassed the slur and then went out of their way to avoid the ban by leaving, rejoining, but were eventually taken care of. So I'm sorry, where is this narrative being spun at? I just don't understand how you're gonna be mad about the Grace development team wrongfully making you look bad in the document when you're just proving their point. The point that you're highlighting on, that you're trying to float around saying that I'm siding with Simon here, which is not fucking true at all. Like, you are proving their point and all the posts that you've made and some of the things that you have said. But Zombie, you got offended over the word cracker and you think it's a slur against white people. I really don't. It's not, and I'm not gonna sit here and act like it is anything worse than the list of slurs that could go on and on. However, comma, it can be used racially, and in the context that most people who were spamming my shit were using it in, they were using it in a racial context. And you were using it in a racial context to try and offend me racially. So, yeah, it's safe to say that this is racist. It's the same kind of people who are calling me a Nazi that are also getting, like, butthurt about the fact that I use the popular meme format and are stretching it to me, like comparing Ren to not at all the fucking case, and I don't know where you get to this point. Like, this has been used countless times before, and I've used it in the past. It's just a popular meme format. So yeah, I am not sorry. In fact, I'm going to double down and say, Scion, I think that you're a racist hypocrite, and I think that what the Grace development team had to say about you was more than likely true and was not blown out of proportion, judging off of your actions and things you've been saying afterwards. So, glad your own ignorance ate you up. I couldn't give less of a shit. You're blocked, and I don't want anything more to do with you. And I would appreciate if you would stop slandering my name. Cool? Thank you. The zombie situation is crazy. But yeah, that's been all. Thank you for watching this, if you're still watching. And I'm going to go and do something else. So, yeah, I will talk to y'all later. See ya.